that brain tumor again. Because it's not turning on.
Last I checked, technology cannot get things like diseases. They can get viruses.
Brain inside of the driver board.
So they can get coronavirus?
No, they can get other kinds of virus. And if you want to know what I mean, I'll gladly show you.
How about you? The computer has a virus. The computer has a virus.
So yes, it is here.
Hello, your computer has virus.
My God.
The computer has a corona. The computer now has the coronavirus.
Everybody drinks until the parent gets corona.
Oh, yeah. Partner. Appreciate everyone knows the answer to this.
What? To look really stupid.
Hello, your computer has virus.
I'm gonna click on the I rough.
I
don't even know what you just said.
No more Fortnite.
Good.
No more parts.
Just think. Just think. More. Elon Musk could buy
Reptile
other games and
crossword
just
puzzle.
delete Fortnite.
Elon Musk made 20,000 flamethrowers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And strapped them full to the top of a Tesla.
could buy every single game and
Everything hunky dory.
It is. That's hard.
Try to unpack data
Oh.
in Marigold project.
We have not
kiddos.
yet. We have not yet.
So, let me know if you need anything.
How do you not know you remember?
Okay, we'll do. I just looked at it the other day myself, and then
It's just that remembering how to use the formula. So I'll figure out how to make this fraction better, where you can have a drop down sitting.
Yeah, that's
where you
pretty
live.
good.
You look really spooky.
Yep. No.
Yesterday, I'm really not in here for 2 hours, right?
Needle?
It's right.
Figure it out.
All right. Yep. See ya. Okay, so once you've completed the warm up, you should grab your marigolds, and I have your packets up here, but they're all out of order. I apologize.
Bro, if this thing is, say please wait.
No more Fortnite.
No
Good.
more Fortnite.
No more playing Fortnite.
I don't.
No, no.
Minecraft.
3, 4, 5, 8, 3, 4, 5, 8.
It doesn't even come with a value to the day.
Mine gonna die in an hour and a half.
It's oil.
Yeah. The purpose of the skeleton is to look stupid.
I'm not thinking of anything. I woke up like about.
Anybody else?
I woke up for an hour and 10 minutes ago. Bro, I almost fell over the shower so hard. So I had to go to my bathroom.
How do they still?
Cause you know when this is part of my got me in my shower, there's like light going in. Bro, I was like in my back.
When the chocolate,
No,
ask you what happens when you wake up and not on the back.
Oh, we're dying.
And you have to sit always drinking this liquid inside. I was so. No funny, right?
Just like gangster for the shower fight back.
All right, so make sure we're measuring. We need to find the average number of leaves and the average height every single time. Okay, so make sure we are doing that. Sometimes they do.
I mean, it's just turning into Brian or Thanos.
No, stop. Why let go?
3, 4, 5, 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 8, 1.
Yeah, brain tumor.
I did the measurements for 2 days straight, Ryan.
With
Carter, students going
6
to the market for
5, 10,
That's serious.
Okay, what's the day? What's the day? What's the day? What's the day? Wait.
Ryan,
What?
look at our variable.
2000.
Now look at our control. You look at your cows, Ryan.
No, you know that.
Good, see what I mean?
You're measuring that.
Control 2. Control 3.
No more baby. No more.
So it's number 5 is 6, but how many is number 4?
You're right.
Someone decide.
How much does control 6 have?
Okay.
What's the height of control 1?
You want this one?
Number 2.
8.
Number 3.
No. There's already a fish in there.
Number 4.
You would never.
Number 5.
Have I lost it?
Number 6.
I had to make sure you did.
6. There we go.
Is there goldfish
Wait, what's
Mine grows up.
Austin.
You like that up at the end?
This
now?
kid just asked, does a gold?
Leaves on variable 1.
Yeah, I think there's goldfish ever drowned.
Oh, I
He went
know.
up and down the
You
road.
do it.
I mean, I got it for like.
I put mine on.
Okay.
Wait a minute, look at
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. I figured out this fish gang stuff. You had to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's my mouth. And then I had to-
Number leaves.
You got my top.
4.
We did. When he jumped up, he.
I'm just
My
mom blocks Snapchat out now.
Why?
There.
Oh, I'm coming.
All right.
Ryan, look at the size of these.
Okay.
This one's like.
Today is May
This
3rd.
one's like the best one. You measure all yours.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, do you have a pencil?
They were starting on control. The first
Okay,
one
you got a pencil.
is. I have a pencil.
Mr. Dayton.
What's up?
What day is it today?
Control.
Today is May 3rd.
Okay, that's what,
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright.
Are we supposed to count like the leaves are still in the plants for like the May first and
What do you mean?
It's gonna take an hour to do.
Okay. It's almost dead. Break the
like
light.
leaves again. Wait, what is it?
There used to be, this one used to be growing fast, strong, this one.
No, no.
9. Variable 3.
This one never even grew.
It never did.
These ones don't even have a height. Okay.
Yo.
You got one tall one.
Yo.
That would
Yes, sir.
survive all mine.
So I guess this is
That is
Make
not
a variable
my
5.
Oh,
But the last one.
I'm gonna make sure this is the thing.
8.
Number
6.
All right.
By the way, give it.
Alana is here. Brody is here.
Variable.
Cooper is
3.
here. No, Riley, it's not a 2-hour class today. We just have 1 hour. Good question. We're back to normal. As normal as we can be. Leia's here, Riley's here.
I wrote down.
Okay.
Down 6.
Awesome.
6.
0, 6, 0, 6, 0, 6, 9.
How we doing?
Okay.
Did you enter it in the Chromebook already, Zach?
Oh.
What?
Oh my God, I'm gonna
Okay.
Can you go get one? Look at that.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Everybody's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
No,
Like
you
16.
can-
Oh my Lord.
Okay, I'll look.
5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow.
0.5.
So fertilizers,
8 centimeters.
Oh my God. Is there anything?
That's both of ours. You guys go first. The last one's 11.5? Yeah. Okay.
No.
Now, the first one
Good.
is 11 inches. Mr. Dayton, we figured eyewitness amphibian.
Did we?
Sure. No, I don't want to hit you.
Yeah, I don't think we finished that video.
You did.
0.
Are we finishing it today?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
How
dang.
much for this?
Tomorrow we're watching the
we don't have enough time anymore.
eyewitness lizard, no, eyewitness reptile.
I'd say that's 16.
Wait, 16 leaves?
Look at it. There's 5 right there, 5 on the other side, 12, 13, 14, 15.
This is a whole leaf.
And yours are dying, Parker, if you have shorter measurements.
So,
I should get some of
This
this
one. Can we get her in the computer? Alright,
Six.
moving.
What?
sleep more.
wait, so
Should go
this
how
one?
we got here.
Yeah, that's right. This is-
Somebody on the Chromebook?
You're right, measure.
So,
Zach?
But is it not 5 or 1.4?
One of you can have the Chromebook up, typing in the measurements.
6.
This is,
I don't know.
here,
well, like,
right?
Ryan, Jim.
Close on my tab. I wasn't lagging. I had special tabs that deleted the close them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I heard that.
Special tabs, bro, I can get any tab you
When
want.
they had these guys before they were equal to-
okay. So what, problem?
6, 6, 0, 6, 4, 6. Six, 4, 6. 1, 6.
No.
So that's one.
No.
No, this is. Molly?
What's that? Teacher.
Orientation.
I mean, it's not like I woke up.
The measurements you could
I
possibly
mean, I
miss.
just sleep.
Like, it was the 19th.
Get some more sleep. Get over it.
Whatever day you missed the 19th.
Alright, when you're done, put your plants away. Chromebook should be closed. And you should be at your desk when you're done. So I'll know that and we can move on to
I would have.
our reptiles stuff.
Bring the packet over here.
What?
Bring my packet over here.
Yours? Okay.
These things don't smell busted.
They don't smell bussin'.
Why you smelling?
Are you guys done?
Oh, no.
Oh, your Chromebook's over there. Okay. Sorry.
We need to put out.
Oh, no.
Jill.
Mom, what's in the room now? No, it's blue, but not the junior, right? The gangs. Never mind. They can do this in
That's the highest control one.
What's the month?
Uh, 0 for the first one. Control
Height
2.
on number 2.
Control 2 is about 8.3.
What day is the fourth, right?
Number
Okay.
3 is about
Ian, come back here.
8.4.
Of today? Why did you say it's the third of,
Number 4.
I think the third, maybe, maybe the second?
8.
I think this, it's the second, I think it's the second.
Number
It
5
is the
is 6.2.
fourth.
And then the last one is 6.1. And I grab stuff. And I'll clean up this area and we're done.
Okay, good thing I remember the one.
I do control one.
And then something
9.6.
Oh my god. Yeah, bro.
Well, I got face class. I'm making cookies today.
Yeah, we're all cooking today. I have
Variable one. 10.
Imagine having Spanish.
8.
Bro, I got Spanish.
7.
Terrible.
All right. Looks like we're wrapping it up. So I'm gonna get started. The rest, those of you that are still working on it, that's fine. Just continue to do so and follow along with us and try to be quiet.
10.5.
All right. So we're gonna go through the weekly outline first. Talk about what we're gonna do this week, and then we'll get into today's agenda. So week 34 outline. It is in the Schoology in this week 34 folder. I'm gonna pop it out right here. All right. So today we're measuring marigolds, which we just did or in the process of doing. We are going to take some notes on reptiles. That's the new order of animals that we're talking about. Okay, new order of vertebrates. And then we have a reptile vocabulary activity sheet. Both of these things have been added to Schoology live remote students and on-demand students. So those will be available to you. Tomorrow we're going to measure marigolds again. We are going to watch Eyewitness Reptile. Hooray, we get to watch Eyewitness again. Yeah, we get to take a brief quiz on reptile vocabulary. So there's 2 quizzes this week. One is on vocabulary. That's going to be the boxed words on here. So there are words that are boxed up. Those are the vocabulary words that you're going to need to know. And the activity sheet, the crossword puzzle, will also deal with that vocabulary. So that's for tomorrow. Friday is a quiz on the entire reptile unit. Okay. So Wednesday, virtual learning day, we'll have a textbook assignment for you. Thursday, we are taking notes on the characteristic of reptiles again. Okay. And we will be doing the Anole Lizard Lab. Okay, and then Friday we'll measure marigolds for the final time this week and then take that quiz. Okay? Okay. Then let's get into today's warm-up. Oops, now I clicked the wrong thing again. Okay, back. We're in Monday. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the full screen. All right, so Monday, May 3rd, it's National Paranormal Day. I don't know, that's like spooky stuff, right? Anybody into that kind of stuff? Not me. Not me. Anyway, that's what it is. May 3rd. We missed May Day. May Day was on Saturday, the 1st of May. All right, then here were our targets for today, 3, 4, 5, and 8, because we are looking at data and mathematics anytime we're doing the marigolds. And of course, we are obtaining evaluating, and communicating information. All right. And this is an ongoing investigation. We read all of that. When you've measured your marigolds, you'll be successful, and you're successful when you can identify and explain the reptile vocabulary that we go over today. All right, that should be attainable goal for us. So you should have marked that as the answer or the targets. What's the purpose of an animal skeletal system? We learned about the skeletal system of a frog, but really the skeletal system of any animal. What's its purpose, Parker?
To look spooky.
Yeah, to look really spooky.
Well, the second answer is to provide structure, support, and protection to the animal.
Absolutely. Provide structure, support, and protection to the animal organs. Okay. 3, 4, 5, and 8 is what we should have selected. Okay. And then what's the chamber from which the frog releases all of its waste along with reproductive cells? So everything comes out of the one chamber. Go ahead, Zach Vaughn. The cloaca. Very good. The cloaca. Anybody want to share what they did this weekend? I'll read them later. Otherwise, no?
I went
Parker?
to bed. Went to a baby shower.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was that?
I guess it was pretty cool because it was my mom and my other aunt hosting it. And so we got there at 8 in the morning, although it didn't start till like noon.
Oh, wow.
So I just had to help with everything. And then when it actually started, I was outside most of the time. Because there's a really nice playground there.
Okay.
Showers outside.
Okay. Anybody else?
Flooded a basement.
You flooded a basement?
Yeah, with water.
I went fishing.
Oh,
You
I
went
also did
fishing?
that.
Nice. Did you catch anything?
Yeah,
No.
I went fishing too.
Did you catch anything?
No.
It was a really tiny one. It was like maybe that big.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to give you these notes because there's a lot. So no one should have them.
It's by the casino bar. Like, you know where Scoopers is? At that big place over there.
Yeah, I know
Like right across the street.
Thank you. I'm gonna give you a major for working with baby showers. We've been waiting 3.5 hours for it.
A baby
So we're moving right along. Remember, the last day of school for y'all is June 8th. So
It's June 8th.
A month and 5 more
a
days.
month and 5 days, but we're not in school for all of those too. So
It's 20
Yeah.
days.
only 4 days a week. What's that?
It's 20 in-person days.
Really?
Did you do 5 times 4?
Yeah, because Wednesday.
No, because it was only 4.
Let me look. Let me double check that.
A week, yeah, and there's 5 weeks.
Wow.
Times 5.
Oh, I remember that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
17, 18, 19. What were you,
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 is what I count, but I could be wrong too. All right, so we're going to talk reptiles now. Everybody should have notes in front of them. What you could be using is a highlighter, a pencil to jot down things with you to help you out. Okay, starting at the top. We are in the kingdom Animalia, the phylum. Uh-oh, I got a bloop on here. Bloop, bloop. Oh, somebody wrote, okay. No. Cooper, you raising your hand? What's up, buddy?
Do you like how I was like because do you guys like do anything or just have to like follow along with you?
Follow along if you'd like to write some of these things in your notebook, because when you write it, you retain it better. That's fine as well. So, like I said, tomorrow, the boxed stuff, the boxed words, those will be on the quiz tomorrow. You need to know these boxed words. On Friday, you're going to need to know more than that. It'll be the end of the reptile unit quiz on Friday. Okay, so here we are. Up top, good question, by the way. Up top, we have the kingdom. We're still in the animal kingdom, Animalia. We are in the phylum Chordata. That means what? Who remembers what chordata means? There's chordates. We are chordates. Whereas like an insect is not. they would be, I don't know, I can't remember what theirs is called. How are we different from an insect or an earthworm? How is a lizard different from an earthworm?
Because they're in a different category.
Yes. Why are they in a different category though?
In Earth.
Why are they in a different phylum? Oh.
Because that's where we said.
Okay, I guess that's the way we decided to do it. How about, what does chordate mean? What does chordata mean? Anybody? No, don't remember this? Sleepy on a Monday? Okay, chordata means vertebrate, right? Yes, they are a vertebrate. So we are a vertebrate. Reptiles are vertebrates. They have a what?
A backbone.
A backbone, whereas invertebrates do not. Okay, and then the class we are in is Reptila, which is the reptile class. Okay, Reptila, the reptile class. Okay, we just got done with amphibia, right? Everybody remember that from last week? The frogs, amphibians, salamanders, newts. Okay, all right. We will get to birds. We did fish too, right? Fish, amphibians, reptiles. We will get to birds and mammals coming up. Okay, those are the 5 classes. All right, so reptile notes. Reptile means to creep. What it literally translates to is to creep. Interesting, right? That is pretty interesting. Why do you think they came up with this name for these types of animals? Go ahead, Sawyer. What do you think?
Because, and like, I guess because they just creep around, maybe.
Yeah, maybe they saw the way they looked and they moved around. And, hey, look, that thing creeps around, crawls around. They all kind of crawl, unless of course it's a snake, which slithers. Go ahead, Parker.
Well, you maybe thought of a chameleon that camouflages itself to look at things, maybe
Yeah, sure.
like any kind of prey or meat.
Next one we have is dinosaur, right? A dinosaur means terrible lizard. Terrible lizard. Okay. Obviously, dinosaurs extinct, but we have a good idea of what they looked like and their species, and it's a good possibility that they were reptiles. Okay. All right, so here's characteristics of reptiles. All reptiles are poikilothermic or ectothermic. Remember ectothermic? What does that mean? Uh-oh. Who remembers what ectothermic means? Go ahead, Julia. Yeah, cold-blooded, and the definition is right here. They are cold-blooded. Ecto has the C in it, right? Remember that? They are cold-blooded. Remember I told you the story about how I drive by Shadow Lake and there's usually there's usually turtles up on the branches that are out of the water because they're trying to get warm. Their body temperature will change with the temperature of their environment, with the air or the water temperature, especially in these early spring months. They're trying to get out and get into the sun instead of the cooler water. What do you got?
Last weekend, I actually went to the park with Eli and we saw some turtles on logs.
Yeah, just chilling there, basking in the sun. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. I saw one this weekend too. I can't remember. I don't know if it was a box turtle. I don't know. I guess.
Are snapping turtles here?
Yeah.
There's a box turtle.
Snapping turtle lays eggs in the driveway.
Oh my.
And there's a bunch of babies.
Oh really? One time there was a baby snapping turtle that was up by my house, and it was pretty far from water. Not pretty far, but it was far enough from water. So I don't think it made it back to where it needed to go. It was all alone. Anyway, moving on. So they are ectothermic, cold-blooded. Their temperature changes with the temperature of the air or their environment. And that is obvious to you when you see turtles basking in the sun, okay? Or other reptiles that you may come across. All right, their skin, waterproof, right? Waterproof and scale covered. Reptiles have scales. Okay, different from amphibians, right? What was unique about amphibian skin? Go ahead, Ryan.
They were like moist.
Yes, moist. Whereas this, they have scale covered. Okay. They have claws on their feet when their feet are present. So that means if it has feet, there are claws. Okay. Which type of reptile doesn't have feet? The snake. Okay. Snake doesn't have feet, obviously. All right. Now, here's where we get into some more tricky things about reptiles. They are usually egg layers. Oops. Right? And remember, I keep saying this when it comes to animals and it comes to science. There are always, always, always exceptions to the rule, right? There are some things that don't follow the rule. There are going to be some different type of animals. All right? Usually egg layers, some are live bearers. Live bearers means they give a live birth, right? Like humans, like mammals, okay? Now, their type of live bearing is the egg actually hatches inside of the body and the animals stay in the body. Now, I will have to look up and see what species do this. But here is the 3 different types of how they give birth, all right? The first one, important, remember this one is boxed, so I'm going to highlight it too. This is oviparous, okay? Oviparous. So I will write oviparous. Oviparous, not viper. Oviparous. That means they just lay eggs. Remember O-V-A, or anything with O-V, that means egg. Okay, oviparous means they just lay eggs. The female will drop eggs out of her, and that's that. They will be eventually hatch. Okay. Now, this is the tongue twister right here. Anyone want to take a shot at this?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan.
The rippers.
Oh, and how about this one? Right here, not
that.
break it up. You want to try again?
Basically what I just said about ova.
Yeah. So that was a good attempt. I like it. Go ahead, Aiden Stone.
Oviparous.
Ovoviviparous. Ovoviviparous. Okay. I could have let you go, Parker. Sorry. Ovo, right? We have ovo at the beginning and viviparous at the end. Okay. You see OVO, VIVI, and then PAROUS. So I'll try that again. Ovo, viviparous. Ovoviviparous. That's how many syllables is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 syllables. Okay, ovoviviparous. Now this is the tricky one. Okay, the egg hatches in the body, and the live young crawl out of the female. So there are still eggs. Okay, they aren't giving live birth like a mammal does. There are still eggs. But then they will hatch inside the body of the female and crawl out. Ovoviviparous species. Let's see.
I'd be dead by now. I used to have to hear how long the short people live. It is said 13 years. My time is come.
Aren't you like 12?
I'm 13.
I'm feeling 14.
But you're not sure.
The antenatal anaconda is an ovoviviparous snake that lives in the swamps of northern Argentina. When she has young snakes developing inside her, she must keep the ideal temperature. Oh, they can give birth to anywhere between 15 and 40 young. The snakes will come out completely independent. Pretty crazy, right? So imagine your mother giving birth to you and just saying, good luck. Crazy, right? Snakes. I want to see if...
She identified super
Oh, this might be loud. I don't know.
The Tesla Model 3 is kind of like a catfish.
Parker, you're gonna make me wanna put a V-pole straight like in a view.
Oh, wow.
That'd be so low.
I have a video of snakes giving live birth. Maybe this will disturb you. Maybe not. Okay.
Straight by being my pet dog.
So the eggs have hatched inside this snake. And snakes will start to crawl out.
Well, it's actually kind of cool.
There you go. So a snake giving birth to more snakes. Okay, and there you go. So there you see it. Yeah. They're scurrying away, slithering. Okay, cool, cool. All right, and then finally, this is the other vocabulary word you need to know is viviparous. Now, these are true live bearers, live birth giving animals. These are mammals, not reptiles. Okay, so reptiles are not viviparous. Mammals are viviparous. We give live birth.
I'm viviparous?
Well, females, the female would give the live birth.
Are you a birth giver?
Yeah. So, all right, over here we have some notes that are added. You might need to fix it a little bit. Diurnal means active during the day. Most people have probably heard of nocturnal, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Diurnal means you are active during the day. Nocturnal means you're active
I wrote my
at
N
the night.
backwards.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Nocturnal, active during the night. Noct means night. Diurnal, active during the day. Okay. Cool. We are diurnal humans. We could be if you chose to. But school goes on during the day, so you have to be here for, 8-ish hours. All right, then here we go. This is important. 4 main orders of reptiles. So we're in the class reptile, and then we go a step further, right? We keep going, and then eventually get down to species. But the first order, snakes and lizards. Snakes and lizards are categorized together. Crazy, right? Because I would think that they'd be separate because snakes have no legs. All right, then we have turtles, terrapins, and tortoises. Okay, now those are all very closely related. A tortoise, turtle, and terrapin, all very closely related, hence why they're in the same order. Then we have the third order, crocodilians. What do you suppose is in crocodilians? Aiden Stone. What do you suppose is in the class crocodilian or order of crocodilians?
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles, alligators, gharials. Remember when we watched Super Croc?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember watching Super Croc? Well, I just caught all of you in
Well, like, I remember.
you just admitting not doing any work. Oh, darn, you admitted
Let's watch
it.
it again. So I can
I
get
know a
more
lot of you
games.
did. I would like to watch it again, but we don't have time. Okay, crocodilians. We saw some gharials there. There are some different things besides just crocodiles. And then this one, the least known are tuataras. Okay, everybody say this with me. Tuatara. Tuatara. Who's seen Moana?
I have.
Right? It's like a name from Moana. It comes from the Maori language, which is similar to like Hawaiian. All right, they are only native to New Zealand. Okay, an ancient lizard. They're not categorized with other lizards for some reasons that we'll get into in a little bit. Okay, so tuataras. You probably have never seen one unless maybe you saw it at a zoo because they are in New Zealand, right, Parker? Parker, read number 4 for me. You think you can? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Female with
Oh, you got to tell me what it means though, because that's the important part.
what gravid means.
Gravid, yeah.
Gravid has to do something with the oviparous.
I want you to read it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Female with embryos within eggshells still in her body.
That's a good one.
Perfect. So gravid, it's essentially pregnant.
I knew that because
Kind
I saw
of.
the word embryo.
Okay, gravid. The female with embryos within her eggshell is still in her body. So she is ready to lay eggs. Okay, gravid, G-R-A. How do I make that? That's a short A, right? For all you linguists out there,
You may be a linguist, but can you language?
Vid. Gravid. Okay, not gravid. Well, I won't get mad if you say gravid. Okay. Number 5. How do reptiles move? Here we go. They move diagonally in pairs with the body swinging as if it were a snake. So if you see a snake slithering, squiggling, okay? Reptile movement. They move, their pairs move diagonally. So right front foot, left back foot, left front foot, right back foot. Does that make sense? No?
Wait,
You
what?
did it
so it goes
like
What
this.
is a snake?
That moves its foot. The other one. So just like a cat, both flying legs.
So I don't know how to draw this. I can't draw it.
Wait,
Um,
show us. Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
so if I get on the floor, is
Yeah.
it like this?
No,
Okay,
Other
so
one.
like, is it like this?
left leg, yeah. I'll go with the other one.
And then like this?
Yeah, you're not
like
moving.
this so he doesn't fall
Oh,
over.
okay, I can do that.
All right, anyway, it's diagonally. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, remember the super croc walking? There you go. All right, number 6. Number 6, we're moving on because I now remember that this is just a 1-hour class period and we're running out of some time. Number 6, all reptiles molt. Okay, molt. Remember we talked about what other one did we talk about molting?
Oh, shredding their like internal organs up.
Why am I blanking right now? What?
Isn't it like
Aiden, what was it?
Crab, was it something that we already like?
Yeah, something we talked about. Was it crabs? Yeah, like crustaceans. And, oh yeah, arthropods, insects, all those things molt. Okay, because they had an exoskeleton. These guys don't have an exoskeleton. They shed their skin. Okay, they shed their skin. Snakes. Maybe you've seen a snake molt before. Anyone? Anyone ever seen it? Yeah, they shed their skin. Okay. Now, so they shed their entire skin. Turtles, you know those things on the back of the shell? You know what they're called?
The skew.
Scutes. Yeah. How'd you? Are you a reptile genius?
A what?
Are you a reptile lover?
She just played Minecraft.
That's interesting. You knew scutes. Okay, so turtles will shed their scutes. It's almost like it seems like kind of like a fingernail to me. Okay, on the back. Let me look at a picture. All right.
Many times.
So these things right here. See the turtle scute coming off? Oh, we got a video? Wow.
Oh, God.
Oh, great. Great. Grammarly.
Remember, they can help.
How long is this video? Oh, that's too long. Too long. I can't watch this long. Okay, but anyway, look at. You see these scale-like things. These are its scales. Those are scutes. Okay, look at, and they're starting to peel off. Okay.
Because I know turtles can't change shells because it's like it's part of their.
Yeah.
Part of their shells and stuff.
Yes, sir. Look at, you are a reptile.
It's from Minecraft.
I wonder if it's just like the skin just pushing off that, or like the new shell, the
Like
new
a-
scale pushing out. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's actually has something to do about muscles, things loose, or tissue, or tissue.
Let's see. Oh no, now I lost my screen.
Everybody's game with the little crab show.
How do turtles shed scutes?
They call me Lou. They call me Lou.
The shell is expanding with the rest of its growing body. So yeah, it's just its shell is growing with it. So yeah, then it just pushes off those scutes.
You have 5 minutes.
We have 10 minutes. 8:47, my guy. Yeah. All right. We got to move on. Next page, everybody. Next page. And I don't have it up on the screen, but I'll get it there. We got to think about the orders. Okay. So as Parker was saying, because I believe he's a resident reptile expert, I love it a lot. Love it. Their first order, we're calling it, well, no, we're not calling it. It is the turtle order. It has a different scientific name. Don't need to know it right now. Just the turtle order, okay? The shell, as Parker said, is actually its ribs, okay? Its ribs around surrounding its internal organs, okay? They have moved to the outside of the body, fused together to form a protective layer. Usually, turtles have a beak-like mouth, parts with sharp edges. Anyone ever come across a snapping turtle? Yeah, you don't want anything in that mouth, okay? The ear opening is covered. Why do you suppose it's covered? For protection. It's got to go in water too, right? It has eyes with lids on it, okay? That also has to do with some waterproofing. And the neck is actually attached to the roof of the shell and able to fold in half and pull entire head into the shell. You've seen those cartoons, right? Where like the turtle just pulls its head all the way inside the shell. Well, they can actually pull it so that it barely is exposed. Okay, so I just quickly ran over that. We will go over more. The lizard and snake order. That is the next one. Tails used for balance and running. Okay, crawling and climbing. Some can voluntarily drop off a portion of their tail if they're in danger. Voluntarily meaning they can do it on their own and they want to actually do it. Some have neck frills. You ever seen those? Maybe you've seen Jurassic Park.
Neck.
I have not.
What's that?
I have not.
No, anyone seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Where like the thing will frill out its neck. Yeah, and make itself really scary. Okay, but that also deals with cooling itself off. Okay, right, the surface area. Remember when we watched Journey of Man?
Yeah.
Yes. Remember when they went to Siberia? There were people living in Siberia. How did those people evolve over time to kind of adjust to that cold? They had really warm houses. How did they evolve themselves? The people actually. They were short and stocky. Anyone ever remember this?
Yeah.
No, am I speaking a different language? Oh no. Okay. The less surface area allowed them to keep warm, right? Think about this. Think about a hot, like, a hot molten ball, right? The heat is going to be, since it is much more dense, there's less surface area, that heat stays there. When it's expanded, right, then it cools faster. No? Anyone with me here? Like hot water, if I were to like spread it all out, it would cool faster than if it's just compact, the surface area.
Yep.
Anyone with me here?
Yep.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yes. No.
Okay.
No.
When
No.
things have more surface area, they cool faster. Okay? When things have more surface area. So that's why some of these lizards have the neck frills for cooling. Okay, some of them can change colors quickly. Thought about the chameleon, right? But they're on more. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm kind of going back to number one.
Yeah.
But I've seen like a bunch of videos of like crocodiles using their tails to swim upward faster
Oh, yeah.
and jumping out of
Yes.
enclosures.
Very, very strong muscles in their tail for crocodiles. Okay, let's go down to the snake. And let's talk about constriction. 3 different ways you should highlight this one if you have it, or it's already boxed, but constriction, you're going to need to study these boxed words. Okay? Constriction is, maybe you've heard of a boa constrictor. Yeah. Okay. Squeezing to prevent breathing. Okay. Maybe you've gone down the dark side of YouTube and found snakes battling other animals. They can literally, they're so muscular and strong, they can squeeze their prey to death. Okay, they'll wrap them, or like even like an antelope even, sometimes if they're lucky enough to capture it. So they have to wrap themselves around it and they literally suffocate their prey. Okay, some snakes snap and grab to swallow alive, and some snakes have venom, right? Venomous snakes in their fangs that are hollow. Yes.
Do boa constrictors have any venom? I didn't think so.
Let me look that up.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
I don't.
No, they don't. They just constrict until they die, choke, and have no oxygen.
No,
Do you like snakes?
they're not. So yeah, good answer. All right, here we go. Next page. Hemotoxin attacks blood and heart tissues. Neurotoxin attacks nerves and brain tissues. Okay, so the way you remember this, hemoglobin, anything that says hemo, that has to do with your heart or blood. Neuro, right? If I am a neuroscientist, right, or a neurological doctor, what do I study?
Nerves.
The brain, right? Brain and nerves, right? So neurotoxin is something that attacks the brain. Okay. And then we talk about crocodilians and tuatara. We'll get to it later. You need to know the boxed terms. I would like you to take that crossword puzzle and we can fill it out tomorrow in class. So take that home with you. Now, flip it to the back page of the notes, page 4. It says, Wisconsin's list of reptiles is very diverse. It includes 4 species of lizards, 21 species of snakes, and 13 species of turtles. All right? So, a lot of snakes, not as many lizards, and quite a bit of turtles. Okay? Now, you have an option here. If you would like to do a report on one of Wisconsin's reptiles, okay, it's got to be 1.5 pages long. You can include a picture that fills 1/4 of the page. So really, you're writing about a page-long paper. Okay. If you do that by Friday at 3:30, and this, of course, live remote students too, and I approve of it, and I say, yep, that's worth a 3, you did well, you can choose any of the quizzes coming up for the rest of the year and say, I'm not going to study for that one, I'm going to take a 3. Okay, that is if you choose one of these, write about it, 1.5 pages, and include all the things that are informative about it, I guess. Then you can forego one of the quizzes. Say, nope, not taking that one. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Of course, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You just have to take all the quizzes. Maybe you're fine taking the quizzes. Go ahead.
Can we do multiple?
You can do one. If you'd like to do more just for kicks and giggles and for gaining knowledge, absolutely, that'd be awesome. I would love that. Do you have a question?
Can you tell us what's gonna be the hardest quiz coming up?
Maybe. Maybe. So, Friday by 3:30 if you'd like to do that. I'm going to come spray your desk with what little spray I have. Online students, thank you for participating today.
What about the crossword that's due in 1 minute?
I will change the due date till tomorrow.
I'm gonna do the SAT.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. See you.
Definitely not for